Hey guys, Guns Kotaku here. I'm just going to give a quick unboxing review of this and probably a little bit of follow-up at the end of it. I recently had an RGB fan in my streaming rig fail, and I was looking for a replacement. I was just going to replace one fan, but then I decided, you know what, I'm going to look around Amazon and see what pops up. There's some other cheaper fans that you could find, but I got this IceFan 240. The benefit of this one is that it simplifies wiring in the fact that because it's 240 milliliters, so it's one that you use usually for a radiator. But what's nice about this one is that because it's two fans in one, they've actually done the electric to where the electric goes through two wires. So you only got one for RGB and one to actually power the fan. So that simplifies wiring and makes it easier. And that'll also allow me to take my one good fan that I had from the front and move it to the back and still wire it up and have RGB in it. So it just works good. So that way I have a back case fan. I really haven't had much cooling in my streaming fan, but here it is. It's the ID cooling. I mean, it looks all right to me. It simplifies all one wiring. I mean, I don't really know much else, everything. Let me read the specs on it. It's apparently a addressable RGB, PWM support, rubber D-vibration, silent operation, MB sync, 2-ball bearing. So it's a ball bearing. 245 by 125 by 27 millimeter. That's all the fans. 330G, 12 volts DC, 0.25 amps, 3 watts. 900 to 2000 plus or minus 10% RPM, and 10 to ball bearing. It doesn't actually say well, I guess 900 to 2000 RPM, that's what you get out of it. But we'll see how that works. But that's my quick unboxing review of this. I mean, decent box, but I'm sure it's made in China. Yeah, it's made in China. The reviews are good on Amazon. It's just, it came in one day via Amazon Prime. So for only like 35 bucks, I think that's a pretty good price for basically get two fans for only 35 bucks. I mean, if you buy Corsair fans, you're talking like 50, 60 bucks for one of these things. So I don't see anything different from this from the Corsair fans. And pretty solid construction. I mean, it spins pretty good. The rubber is actually, the rubber mount's pretty nice. Does it say where airflow goes on it? So let's see. This does directional airflow. I will say on my other fan, it told me where the airflow was. So I'll have to hook this up to see where airflow is. I think it's out that way, if I think about it, because the labels are this side. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's working. I actually put the fans up here, and I attached it to the addressable RGB header I had still available on here. The good thing about this double fan is I originally had these two Lon Lee standard case fans in the front, so there's two of them on the front, and they had like daisy chainable stuff on it. I was hoping I was going to be able to daisy chain that with that one, but this one was a 3-pin addressable RGB, and this one was the regular AMD 4-pin RGB, so I was only able to daisy chain with that. But good thing I had the other header down there. I was able to run it and just put it into the addressable header down here, so I had another place to plug it in. So that was just one thing. The good thing about this was I was able to utilize the good working case fan and move it. So really, honestly, this upgrade, I would say, is only good for people who maybe like they're in the same situation as me, where they have a double fan stuff, and one fan went bad, and they don't have a fan on the back, and what they want to do is they just want to be like, okay, well, I'm still just going to use the old fan. That way you have more case flow throughout it. This should have always had a fan in the back, but it didn't come with one. I never really needed much cooling in this because this is a streaming rig, but this is just more cooling. One comment I will say on this, the LED lights are a different lighting. This is obviously newer. This is an older one. So these are more of a yellow white, and this is more of a blue white. So me, it doesn't matter. This is just a streaming rig. It's not my thing. Pardon the dust and how it looks back here. But, you know, either way it works. It's running through all the programming on the motherboard. It works really good. I go with a white motif because white is my favorite RGB. And yeah, it works great. One thing I will note, this one is louder. And it's probably louder because it's a higher RPM. It's going to straight up higher RPM because my only other fan header I had is a 3-pin on the bottom. So I think it's actually, that's the pump header on this motherboard. So it's just going full speed anyway, which is fine. It gives more cooling, but it is a little bit louder. But I wear headphones anyway, so that's not bad. But you could definitely hear the fans more in this, but it's not annoying to me, just like a regular blowing fan. All right, cool. All right. I'll just go ahead and rotate this way so you can see my beautiful face. So, as always, live Guntaku, be Guntaku. See you later, guys. And girls.